Have you ever found yourself agreeing to something and 5 minutes later you have absolutely no idea why you said yes? You're walking away from a conversation, holding a product you don't need, or committed to a favor you don't want to do, and your brain feels slightly foggy. You try to retrace your steps. You try to find the moment logic failed you, but you can't. That is not an accident. You didn't just have a moment of weakness. You were hacked. There is a psychological loophole in your brain, a glitch in your operating system that salesmen, con artists, and even skilled negotiators use to bypass your critical thinking entirely. It is called the confusion relief loop. In the scientific world, it is known as the Disrupt-Then-Reframe technique. But whatever you call it, the result is the same. It turns your hard no into an automatic yes. And the scariest part? It relies on your brain's natural desire for safety. Today, we are going to crack this code. We are going to look at the dark psychology behind why confusion makes you obedient, how this loop is being used on you right now, and how you can spot it before it's too late. To understand how this works, we first have to admit something uncomfortable about ourselves. We like to think we are rational, logical beings. We think we make decisions based on facts, prices, and pros and cons lists, but we don't. The human brain is actually a prediction machine. Every second of every day, your brain is predicting what is about to happen next. When you walk, you predict the floor will be solid. When you say hello, you predict the other person will say hello back. These patterns make us feel safe. They allow us to operate on autopilot. But what happens when that pattern is shattered? Imagine you are walking down the street and a stranger approaches you. You brace yourself. You expect them to ask for money. Your defenses are up. You have a script ready in your head. Sorry, I don't have any cash. But then they don't ask for $1. They ask, "Excuse me, can you spare 17 cents for a paradox?" Stop. Look at what your brain just did. It stuttered. It froze. 17 cents? Paradox? That doesn't fit the script. The pattern failed. This is the confusion phase. In that split second of confusion, your brain undergoes a momentary crisis. The cognitive load spikes. Your amygdala, the danger detector, lights up because uncertainty equals potential threat. Your logical prefrontal cortex is desperately trying to find a file that matches this new, weird input. You're effectively rebooting. And this is exactly when the hacker strikes. While your logic is offline trying to solve the puzzle of 17 cents, the person hits you with the second half of the loop, the relief. They immediately follow up with a simple, clear command disguised as a solution. It's just to help me get a bus ticket. Your brain, exhausted by the confusion and desperate for clarity, grabs onto this new information like a life raft. Oh, a bus ticket. I understand that. The relief of understanding feels so good, so comforting, that your brain mistakenly associates that good feeling with the request itself. You handed over the money not because you wanted to, but because you wanted the confusion to stop. You paid for the relief, not the bus ticket. This isn't just a theory. This has been proven in controlled academic settings. In a famous study conducted in 1999 by psychologists Davis and Knowles, researchers went door-to-door selling holiday cards for charity. When they used a standard pitch, it's $3 for a pack of cards. Only about 35% of people bought them. Most people have a standard script for door-to-door sales. Listen politely, then decline. But then they introduced the confusion relief loop. They changed the script. Instead of saying $3, they told the homeowners the cards cost 300 pennies. The homeowners paused. You could almost see the gears grinding. 300 pennies? Wait, how much is that? Disruption achieved. The pattern was broken. Then immediately after that pause, the researchers delivered the reframe. It's a bargain. The result, sales skyrocketed. They nearly doubled their success rate simply by being weird, then helpful. Why did this work? When the researchers said 300 pennies, the homeowners' resistance, their critical factor, was diverted to doing the math. They were too busy converting pennies to dollars to evaluate if they actually wanted the cards. When the researcher added, "It's a bargain," The brain accepted that statement as a fact to close the loop. The brain said, I am confused. This person offers a conclusion. I will accept the conclusion to end the confusion. This technique works because it exploits cognitive closure. We have a deep psychological need for things to make sense. Ambiguity is physically uncomfortable for us. When someone creates ambiguity and then instantly offers a way out, we take the exit ramp they built for us, even if that exit ramp leads to our wallet. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but I'm not going to fall for the 300 pennies trick. I'm smarter than that. But the confusion relief loop has evolved. It's not just about pennies anymore. It's everywhere. Think about the last time you bought a car. The salesperson didn't just give you a price. They threw numbers at you fast. Well, with the APR financing on the 60-month term, minus the rebate, plus the undercoating fee, which is prorated, confusion. Your brain starts to swim. You can't keep up with the math. You feel vulnerable and stupid. You just want the numbers to stop spinning. Then comes the relief. The salesperson smiles, puts away the calculator, and says, look, the bottom line is I can get you into this car for $400 a month. Does that sound fair? The relief washes over you. $400 a month. That's a number you understand. That's a simple, concrete life raft. You say yes because the clarity feels like a favor. You stop checking if the total price is a ripoff because you are just so happy to understand the monthly payment. This happens in relationships too. It's a key component of gaslighting. A toxic partner will often start an argument with a chaotic word salad, bringing up irrelevant past events, accusing you of things that don't make sense or using twisted logic. That is the disruption. You feel confused, dizzy, and defensive. You try to explain yourself, but you can't because the accusation itself is nonsense. Then they offer the reframe. I just want you to apologize so we can go back to being happy. You apologize not because you're wrong, but because you want the chaos to end. You accept their version of reality just to get back to a solid footing. So, how do you defend yourself against a hack that targets your subconscious desire for safety? How do you stop your brain from grabbing the bait? The antidote to the confusion relief loop is aggressive silence. When you feel that moment of confusion, that mental stutter where someone says something weird, overly complex, or out of place, your instinct will be to look to them for the answer. You will want them to speak again to clarify. Do not let them. When you feel confused, do not seek relief. Seek distance. If a salesperson confuses you, do not accept their summary. Say, I am confused. Stop talking. I need a moment to think. You have to break the loop before the reframe lands. By slowing down the interaction, you allow your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain, to come back online. You need to reject the immediate solution they offer. If someone says it's 300 pennies and you feel that pause, don't wait for them to tell you it's a bargain. Do the math yourself and then ask, why did you say it like that? Call out the disruption. When you point out the confusion, you strip it of its power. You turn the dynamic around. Now they are the one who has to explain themselves. The world is full of people trying to bypass your logic to get to your wallet or your compliance. They know that if they can make you feel lost, you will follow anyone who looks like they have a map. Don't follow the map. Recognize the fog, embrace the confusion, and realize that the person trying to confuse you is not the one who should be saving you. If you found value in this deep dive into the darker side of psychology, make sure you are subscribed. We're going to be decoding more of these hidden mechanisms in the coming weeks, and you don't want to be the one who doesn't know how the game is played. Leave a comment below. Have you ever agreed to something just to make a confusing conversation stop? I'll see you in the comments.